I already know this. Why am I still stuck in silver? Welcome to episode 2C of Get Out of Silver, a series for anyone who wants to climb out of silver, even if they can't aim. First, why is there 2A, 2B and 2C? The original plan was to make a single video talking about common sense, but from the feedback I gathered, I found additional points which I can cover which will further benefit silver players. Yes, I do read all the comments on Facebook and on my YouTube channel, so if you'd like to help out, just leave your comment below. Now, this video was made because I realized a very common experience among players. Why are my teammates not grouping up? Oh, my teammates are going in one by one. Why are my teammates wasting ultimates like this? All these are stupid mistakes. How is it I'm stuck with such bad players?
Competitive play is completely unbalanced, but the reason you get matched, against the best pro gamer, esport enemy team, and you feel like your teammates, they're all playing the game with no hands, is because all of us on the Overwatch team at Blizzard, we feed on your negative experience.
Sounds familiar? I'm sure this came across your mind when you are playing in competitive. Here is what I like to say. Mistakes happen on both teams. Yes, surprise, surprise, the enemy makes mistake too. But that's not how Overwatch players think. When the teammate makes a stupid mistake, in our eyes they are stupid and they cost you the game. But when your enemy makes a stupid mistake, in our eyes that was not a mistake. I'm just better. I am pro, so I won. Now if you're smiling or laughing, you more or less agree. So today's topic, punishing your enemy. In episode 2A and 2B, I show mistakes made due to the lack of common sense. So now when you see your teammate making stupid mistakes like this, I recommend you doing this. Step 1. Tell everyone in voice chat, you're going in one by one. Please wait at the base for everyone before going out. Okay, if you do not mention wait at base, they will just they'll try to regroup at the enemy's base. Okay, because common sense. Step 2, because not everyone will be in voice chat, this is what I do, I will type wait 6v6 in the text chat. Why? Because in Southeast Asia, the region where I play, half the players do not understand English. They can't speak English, but they will select America server instead of Asia server. Once again, common sense. Now to cover up for my mentally challenged teammates, I have to think of ways to make them group up. So using the group up in game does nothing because they don't know what group up means. But 6v6 is simple enough that even a monkey can understand. Yes, when you type 6v6 in a text chat, even Winston will stay behind and wait. So if your teammates are trickling when they are going in one by one, try this. Just type 6v6. What if that doesn't work? If that doesn't work, please refer to step 2. Step 2. Realize if your teammates are a bunch of stupid people, your enemies are probably a bunch of stupid people as well. They just happen to win the first team fight. Yes, you're the only smart person on the team. Because you're watching my videos, that proves you're the smart person. Now, true geniuses will not only watch my video, but will subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, be sure to make yourself a genius after watching this video. Step 3. Punish your enemies for making stupid mistakes. Now, before you're able to punish enemy for their stupid mistakes, you need to be able to recognize these mistakes. So, let's use what we covered in episode 2A and 2B. Common mistake number 1. Defending outside the enemy spawn. Okay, this is incredibly easy to punish. Step 1. Pick a hero that can kill a single target easily. I recommend the following: Reaper or Symmetra. These two heroes are able to kill a single enemy easily even if you can't aim. Okay. Next, get one of your teammates to go Mercy and pocket you. In Silver, a Reaper or Symmetra with a pocket Mercy is almost unstoppable. If you can't get your teammate to go Mercy and pocket you, there's another way. Pick Doomfist or McCree and trade with the enemy 1-for-1. Okay, just pick Doomfist, right click, make sure somebody dies. It's okay if you charge into the enemy team. Because remember, you have a huge spawn advantage. So trading 1-for-1 is good for you as the attacker. Even if you die twice to pick off the enemy once, it's still a good outcome. Okay, now if this fails and somehow the enemy is still spawn camping you, just pick Pharah and fly out. Now because of how well this game is balanced, very few heroes can actually hit Pharah. Just by picking Pharah, you are creating a lot of pressure for the defenders. This gives your team the chance to push out. Common sense mistake number 2. Wasting ultimates. Now unfortunately this isn't something you can directly punish your enemies for if they did something like the video you are watching behind. This will give you a huge advantage in the next team fight. Common sense mistake number 3. Not regrouping after losing teammates when defending. Okay, now to be fair, this is a very common mistake even in gold and platinum. So learn how to punish this. Is a valuable skill to have. Let me give you a situation. Let's say you are attacking on Dorado and your team killed 3 enemies in the first team fight. So what I recommend is have 2 to 3 teammates stand on the payload while having 3 punishers to push forward and stagger the enemy. Okay. Chances are if an enemy die and they respawn, they'll be respawning one by one. So you're going to take advantage of this. You're taking advantage of the enemy not doing a full regroup at their base. Okay, it's a very common mistake and it's very easy to punish, even in platinum. So punish them when the enemy leave the base one by one. Your 3 punishers will take them out with almost no risk of dying themselves. Okay, 3v1, the enemy has almost no chance. Doing this will allow your team to build ultimate charge very fast while staggering your enemies. Now, if your enemy do not respond accordingly, this advantage you have will snowball out of control. So my recommend heroes for the Punisher role is 1 tank, 1 DPS and 1 support. Diva and Winston is a great choice because you want a tank which is mobile and they can block damage. Other tanks are not very good for this because for how slow they are. As for DPS, almost any DPS is fine, but ideally you like a DPS which can deal a lot of damage reliably. So Junkrat isn't a very good choice in my opinion. I recommend Reaper, Pharah, Soldier 76. These 3 heroes can kill a single enemy very quickly, even if the aim isn't very good. Now if you can aim very well, Tracer, Genji, McCree, Hanzo are good options. So who are the Punisher support? Mercy is preferred. Lucio work as well. Mercy because any DPS I mentioned earlier is unstoppable with a Mercy. Now Lucio is for the speed boost, so the 3 of these punishers can close the gap on the single hero quickly. It would be better for Zenyatta and Ana to stand on the payload and support the 3 punishers from a long range. I played a lot of silver games in Season 6. I've yet to see anyone do this, even in games where people 6-stack. So it's not a communication problem, it's just silver players that are not aware that this is the right thing to do. Now in my region, in half of the platinum games, people will do this Punisher tactic, 3 on the payload, 3 to go and stagger the enemy. They'll do this without voice chat. Sometimes 4 players will be the Punisher and 2 will be on the payload, but you know, people, they get the idea. So there you go. You just learn how to punish your enemies for the lack of common sense. If for some reason you like videos like this, visit my YouTube channel. The channel is Toxic Hanzo Main. If you subscribe to my channel, I promise not to pick Hanzo when you are in my game.